A video, somebody linked it to me. Kenji explains why he doesn't like to doing collabs. There's somebody that had like last year a bunch of people constantly asking me to do a collab with Kenji. I thought it would be a funny video to watch. Now I haven't talked to Kenji like a little bit on like just texted a little bit, but I've never tried to do a collab with him. So it would be nice to hear like his idea, because I also don't really do collabs at all. So I want to hear like what's his perspective of this whole thing. So let's check it out. It's in the title, like you look at the picture, it says, "I don't like feeling used." I can see that. I can see that. Can you imagine yourself? You were like a big streamer, and in a pool nest, you have a bunch of shark that is always trying to take advantage of you. If you get like that everywhere, it's obvious you will start having some form of like trust issues around people on the internet. It's kind of hard. The only problem with that is that it's always kind of hard to find like any meaningful like relationship or create any new connections, because you always have that burden of idea of that somebody will always take advantage of you. That sounds so exhausting to have like 24/7, but that's thumbnails are always an over exaggeration of things. So let's take a look and see what he says.
Dude, I don't like doing collabs. You already know I don't like doing collabs. I feel like, okay, there's a lot of people that would just use you for clout, especially in like, just, I mean, in the entertainment industry in general, you know what I mean? So I don't like doing collabs. I don't like feeling used. I don't like it, to be honest with you. Like, I like playing with friends online. I like just chilling. And I noticed like a lot of people, like whenever we start popping off, whenever like we have an influx, like we go viral on like TikTok, influx of new viewers, whatever the fuck, there's a lot of like content creators that just kind of come around, and it's very noticeable. Like they weren't here in whatever the fuck, they just pop in, and you know, it's just, it feels very weird. You know what I mean? A lot of like content creators want to portray like their friends, and I don't know, man. I just don't like it. I like being genuine like friends. Like I like with people. You know what I mean? So I don't like doing collabs. I don't like the transactional relationships. You know what I mean? Because I don't even care about viewers, to be honest. Like, oh wow, I could collab with this person and get more viewers. You know, like it's just cringe to me, man. I don't know. So yeah, no, I don't know, dude. I know you guys want collabs. I know you guys want to see me play like games and do all that shit with. I'm sorry. I'm antisocial. I have fucking trust issues. You already seen what happened in the past, and I feel like a lot of people just come around just because numbers, you know? And I intentionally am like fucking very annoying, brash, loud, opinionated. So then that way it kind of drives those motherfuckers away. I'm a fucking huge red flag, you know? It's like, good, stay the fuck away, dude. I'm bad for PR, you know?
I mean, that makes sense, right? I like it in some sort of way. I get that entirely. I'm nowhere his position where you will have always people ratting out as soon as you get like some sort of like burst of like interest, and then suddenly everybody will come around. It could also be simply that he's just not streaming, and then he goes live and everybody comes around. Because like I know like a lot of big streamers. I know some like most of the like big streamers, like the top 10 streamers on the platform, on both Kick and Twitch, right? And I heard a lot of things in itself. Like some people whenever they stream, like coming from a big break or something, they will have like a bunch of people coming in and being like, hey, let's collab, let's do this, blah blah blah. But they're all on their ass all the time, and it gives like such a weird impact and feel, because you feel like you're being kind of used and taken advantage of because you have the numbers, or you're active in sort of way, and you never like get that connection. You never find anybody where you can chill out and vibe with, because of that in a space where it's so hostile and everybody's so in a content creative sphere, everybody's so worked up on building himself and networking and getting up there. In many cases, doing a collab doesn't really get you anything. Like in some ways you will be seen, but most of the time, if you're not entertaining or not making good content, you're not really going to gain anything from it. But that's not what most people like seeing. Like smaller streamers thinks that a big collab with collab with a big streamer will be their big kick. But most of the time, it doesn't really matter. But I when it comes to like regular streamers, it could be just like a new opportunity to be enlisted. Like for example, some bigger streamers get like multiple opportunities, multiple like podcasts, events, etc. And some big streamers don't really get any of it, because like the reality is that if you have like 2,000 viewers or 4,000 viewers, even then you're not getting all the opportunities you can be had. And I don't know how it is in VTubing space, but at least whenever you're not in the VTubing space, usually those opportunities are given to people that are over 10,000 or are more socially around in different type of aspects. And it's kind of hard to get out there. So a lot of people, what I'm trying to say, this most simplified thing is that once a big streamer goes live, or once a big guy makes any content, you will see like a big batch of individual trying to hatch on them to make sure that they can get a piece of the pie, that they can get an opportunity that I usually don't have. And I mean, it could be really exhausting. I think that the benefit of me being like a small guy or nothing at all is that I don't really use Twitter. And also, the only people I talk to that are streamers are either way beyond my scope in every sort of field, or they are just like people I've known for ages. And whenever we go, like if we talk or stream together, or how I invite people over, we just have a vibing, like kind of like atmosphere because we're homies. And I know that, like, for example, I've talked to Kenji. I'll be completely honest with this. My interaction with Kenji has been very few, extremely few. I mostly just congratulated him and thanked him for stuff and said hi. But I've never really asked to do any collabs with him. I did ask once if he wanted to like hang out and chat, but I can understand that in a space of VTubers where there's so many people hopping around, it could feel very hard to invite somebody new. And I totally understand like whenever people decline someone like that, even both in VTubing space and in like regular streaming space. I feel like regular streamers, like it's hard to say that you're differentiating regular streamers than VTubers. It's weird to say it like that, but it's actually a factor is that there's a very big different dynamic. Like I was in OnlyFans, I was in OnlyFans. I know like a lot of big streamers like before that and stuff like that. I've been in like in big spaces like around OTK and other things. So I know how like the relationship is when it comes to like bigger guys, because they kind of like view themselves. Most of the people don't really have an ego. They don't really think themselves of their number. They're just like buddies, right? They're just like, it's just like, I'm a dude, you're a girl, we're just chilling and vibing. There's nothing else. There's no like idea if they're trying to take anything from you or stuff like that, because it's like more natural in a way. But I think that in some form way, when you're not in a community space, I don't know, like, I feel like there's less like, not like less unnatural interactions for people that are facecam streamers compared to VTubers. Because what I'm trying to say is that I think VTubers, what they do the most is that they are trying to jump and engage with other individuals that are not within their field or knowledge or prior like friend history in sort of way. They might just do like one collab because there's a big group. VTuber do massive collabs. So they might do that and they don't want to be buddy already. Compared to how like whenever you go to the other streamers, like people meet each other at the parties, just sit a random Discord and chat, just randomly play different games. It's like it's more natural interactions. You're creating more natural kind of friendships in that sort of way. So for example, like I have probably talked to like I've talked to less than 7 VTubers in total. Like actual VTubers. I'm talking about people that stream, you know, like and have like are doing stuff within VTubing. And honestly, I don't think I've ever asked any of them like, hey, you want to do a collab? I think though, and in many ways, because why could that be? Like in some ways, I like to be in my own field, and I kind of like my streaming is just hobby, right? My content creation is hobby, it's just fun. But on the second thing is that I have like had like an outside perspective of how VTubers are, and then have an inside perspective, and I can see how many of them are. They're kind of always targeted this way, where everybody wants to collab with them because they want something. And if you don't collab with them, they're going to stab you in the back. Or if you don't do anything, they're going to stab you in the back. And stabbing you in the back is very common within VTubing. It's extremely common. Like people do that a lot. And I think Kenji has definitely a history where he had like awful people around him, right? And it's easy to become like have trust issues. Like I have a friend, right? He has 2 accounts. He had 2 Twitch accounts, and then like he started streaming on his main account once after like a big break. And whenever he went offline, he had like a bunch of people just wanting to like work with him and collab with him. And it gives you like a big like a bad like feeling around it, because it feels like people are just seeing you to take advantage of you. So I can kind of get that. Now I've been yapping a lot. I hope you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. And I get it though. There's nothing wrong with it. Like there's nothing wrong with like transactional collabs and shit like that. I don't know. I'd rather just play with friends, huh?
Kenji, I have literally ditched.
I think like the thing, I'm not gonna stop a million times, but transactional collabs, I think they're like, there's nothing wrong with it, but are you really, you're not, I don't know, like I feel like it's less, like it will never create a good product. I think transactional collabs are just like, we do this and then it's done in a sort of way, and it's just like, it doesn't create a good stream or content usually.
Friend dates early for your streams.
Oh wow.
They have all come to accept that you are more important than them at that hour. Please continue doing you, bro.
Oh wow.
Do what you like to do, BC. We enjoy being there for it too.
Oh wow.
Hence why IFW you Modasuka.
Oh wow.
Flexed bicep.
You love me. You want me. You want me. Why Kenji real as? It's not even real. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Hazaka Deezy. That's why. And don't get me wrong. It could be like what's it called? I'm sure like there's a bunch of content creators and stuff that are like actually like genuine friends. You know what I mean? But I feel like I don't know.
There are a lot.
Like there's like certain shit that I don't like, chat. I don't know how to describe it. I don't have words. Give me a second. Let me think about words.
A few moments later.
I'm not thinking about nothing. I closed my eyes and see the bad bitch. She said, "Whoa!" She said, "Whoa!"
It's just darkness.
I'm doing it again. No thoughts. Hold on. What's she saying to you? She loved me. She loved me.
The voices.
We're gonna get Barry your face, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking about holy. I actually want to have a deep thought and I can't. There's nothing going on inside that head. There's zero thoughts. I'm kind of worried too. Chat, you know, people actually like see pictures in their mind when they close their eyes and they like, how the do you even do that?
What, you don't do it?
Like, what do you see when I say banana and it's like black?
You know that people don't even have inner thoughts. Like I cannot, like inner monologues. I can't even imagine life without. I can see pictures and I have inner monologue. I don't even understand how people don't.
I see pitch black. What the fuck do you want me to see, bitch? My eyes are closed. You know, you don't. No, I don't see shit in my brain. But I don't. Okay. I feel like there's a manipulative daydreaming. I don't know what it is. But look, I feel like a lot of people come around when it's beneficial for them. You know what I mean? When we're not getting canceled or whatever the.
Do the same.
And everything's like we're just chilling. Views are up. Whatever. I notice like some people tend to like. Oh yeah, we're cool. No, I fucking love this guy. Yeah, he's awesome. You know what I mean? And then like later, it's like they're in silent, nothing. You know what I mean? Like they pick and choose when to fuck with me, and I don't like that, right? So it is what it is. So I actually like backed up from a lot of people. Fake ass people. It doesn't make them fake at all. Well, you got to think about it like this, right? You could say or do one wrong thing while streaming, while fucking. You could live stream for 12 hours, say one wrong thing, and now your whole career is done.
The thing is that the problem with this situation is that whenever you're working with somebody that are creating a bad, like that has a bad image, like they have like a controversy or something like that, is that this, like for biggest streamer, game is game, right? And they have to think about their own brand, because this is a financial loss. Like if they start working with people that are problematic, they're gonna lose sponsorships and opportunities, right? And this is hurting them financially. Like I have friends that are massive, right? And you have some friends that are problematic and you have some friends that are family friendly. And the thing is that those problematic people and those family friendly people off stream are best buddies, love each other. They will always hold each other's back, but they know the business. They know the idea of the whole thing. So they know that there will be a separation sometimes because of controversies, and they do it knowingly and actively because they don't want to hurt each other. They don't want to hurt that friend that is family friendly's brand in any sort of way, or their opportunities. They don't want to be a cause of that in any sort of way. There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't even know what Kenji's speaking of directly, but like in my personal experience, with at least, for example, talking to VTuber, is that I think there's a vibe you get as well when you text someone or chat with somebody. And if you're feeling like they're not really there they're not interested, you're not going to push that and be annoying, right? you'll be saying some things to them some randomly just to be happy for them. That's pretty much it. But you're not gonna be on their ass all the time if they don't really give the same vibes, you know? And I think that could be like a misunderstanding in some sort of part where you think that because you're like not super active now less people are talking to you, or it could be the fact that just there was like the feeling of you didn't want to chat to begin with. And I think that could happen a lot of ways with texting. And a lot of people could, like, at least people that are socially aware enough can understand when there is no process further from this and you don't want to bother them, right? In a sort of way. And I think I can understand that at least whenever it comes to people in this field where their online presence is pretty high and they have people talking to them all the time. At some point, you don't want to be intrusive. You don't want to be bothering them a lot, or like is in a sort of way. And that could kind of be misunderstood in a way of being, hey, I'm just coming up whenever you are like interested, like whenever you are big on top.
Right? You're fucking cooked. So I don't blame them for wanting to protect themselves at all. I would never fault anyone for that. But I just don't like when I just don't like being used. I don't like it, you know?
Nobody does.
I don't know, man. It feels like not only are they trying to use me, they're trying to use you guys. You feel me? And I don't know, man. Like, I just don't like it. I don't know. I'm fucking protective, bitch. I got walls up. All right, for you and me, bitch. I can't help it. And it's really hard to gauge. Like, I'm a really bad judge of character as well. It's really hard to gauge like what people's intentions are.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. Like, people could seem really, really cool, and then like the next fucking day they're just doing shit that's like, I don't know. It's like questionable shit, you know? But like, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Hi, Chrissy. Hi. My fault, bro. Back to Reddit. Protect your peace. Yeah, that's exactly what I try to do, man. I just try to stay in my own bubble. But sometimes, bro, oh my God, motherfuckers be on that. They be on that shit. Boing. Fuck. I found out a year later, I was used for connections, but dude, I feel like every fucking creator, big or small, has felt like that social climbing bullshit. I don't know, like if a normal viewer, I'm sure you guys maybe in a workplace or something, but especially if we have any streamers in here, or YouTube creators or whatever the fuck it may be, you have felt like even just in real life, right? But in content creation in general, I feel like there's like people that would use you, climb up, and then use you for your fucking connections, and then once they like surpass you, they're on to the next, and then on to the next, and then on to the next, and then on to the next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ladder climbing.
I mean, I've been used like that. I'm sure like everybody has, and it's not a good feeling. So that's why I don't want to do that to anyone else, and I don't want to be used like that. So that's why I just refuse to play the game. You feel me? Like, I'd rather just chill with y'all, and then that's it. But it is what it is. You feel me? I mean, I get why they want to grow, and I'm not gonna blame them for it. I'm never gonna blame someone for wanting to grow. Kenji's mature. I mean, I joke around a lot, but sometimes like, don't get caught up in the streaming shit, chat. I promise. I mean, I got a little bit of gems, bitch. I got a little bit of gems, you know, little smidge. It's just never fun to feel or be used or use people. It's weird. I'm a weird shit. A lot of weirdos online, man.
Some people are animals, man.
Collab with people all the time, and they don't even like them. I don't get it. Why even collab? I don't fucking get it. Bunch of animosity, bunch of clout. No, I get that reason, but like, I don't know. I'd rather be like alone and happy than fucking. Also, it's really hard to tell like who's genuine as well, especially at this like now that we have like a tiny bit of clout. You feel me? It's really hard to tell, and you already know about like situations and shit like that. So now I'm very fucking protective, borderline fucking like trust issues up.
And that is a way where I can like. I think that I can definitely understand that I don't really give a shit. I don't mind in any sort of way if somebody I talk to has trust issues and don't want to do anything or don't want to respond to stuff, because I can get it. I can understand it. I can see where they're coming from, and I don't fault them in any sort of way. If they feel that way, that's how it is. But I just hope they're like good. Like I don't give a shit about my viewers or like in my viewership in any sort of way. So I love staying in my own bubble. I have so little time that when I have the time to go live or I make content, I'm having a blast. But this is not my full-time thing, right? So for other people that are doing full-time things, just having the opportunity to just hop on with a couple of people they're also streamer that also do the same thing, and they can just make some fun fucking content and get some TikTok views and get some YouTube clips and stuff like that. It's great. But for people that are very that are streamers that also just kind of enjoy doing their own thing, you should rock that. You should rock that as much as you want. Like, if you can make a lot of good stuff on your own and you're having fun with it and you love that, and you don't feel the need of doing stuff with other people, then just go with it. Just tell her go with it. Why should you do a collab? Like, in VTubing space, everybody's like, you collab here, there, and blah blah. Oh, fuck that. Who gives a shit about collabs? You don't have to do it all the time. Have fun yourself.
People get really good at hiding it. Not only hiding it, but it's like, I don't know. My toes.
Yeah. No, I get him. I get it. What is this? Am I gay? No, I get it to completely. Exactly what happened with Stephanie too. So she went genuine friendship. One certain person exposed her and ended up backfiring, and themselves and their friend who said things about her, and now she never collabs anymore. Is this a mango? But yeah, no, I kind of get it as well. Like, it's a rough space. It is a rough space in itself, and it's hard to like figure out what you want to do. But I see where it's coming from. At least I hope he's fun on his own, like doing his stuff, and he still has friends. Like, he still have streamer our friends, right? So it's not like, and regular friends, right? So it's not like big deal. And I think people should just have fun whenever they go live and do their own thing, and not deal with thinking about people are being used all the time. Because hell, that's exhausting. Oh, I don't want to think about that. But you tell me down below what you think. Like the video if you enjoyed, sub to the channel if you want to watch more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.